afternoon. So what's our plan today, inshallah? What should we do?
Today we'll start Unit 14.
Unit 14, exactly. Let me say congratulations for completing this course. This is the last unit of your P1 course. Inshallah, I hope you finish it successfully and complete all the end of course exams as soon as possible. So today, inshallah, we should start Unit 14, Money. It's titled Money. But before we start, Yajud, let me remind you, what did you study last lesson?
Last lesson we take grammar.
Yeah. About?
It was about the present perfect
Yes.
and past simple.
Yes. Present perfect simple and the present perfect continuous. How to use each one. For example, I have been studying English for 2 years. This is present perfect continuous. I have completed 2 courses, or I have completed 3 courses. This is present perfect simple. As I told you, if you focus on the duration, how long you spent time, how long you spent doing this activity, the focus here was present perfect continuous. If you focus on the time or duration. But if you focus on the achievement, how much, how many things you did, use present perfect simple. Any questions about this? This is really important, Yajud. Again, this is one of the most important grammar lessons in this course. So today, inshallah, let's start with Unit 14, Objectives. What should you learn in the last unit of B1 level course, pre-intermediate cutting edge? Again, the first grammar focus here, past perfect. Past perfect. In Unit 13, we'll finish the present perfect in simple and continuous. But in this unit, we'll focus on past perfect, not present perfect. Narrative tenses review. Narrative tenses review. What I mean by narrative, Yajud?
Narrative?
Narrative means telling a story. Okay? If you are going to tell a story or write a short story, what tenses should you use? Do you remember? When you write a story, we usually write about the past. So in your story, you should use past simple, past continuous. And today, inshallah, you should learn how to use past perfect. Okay, this is also another important grammar lesson. So for vocabulary, the focus here, money. So that's why you should learn a lot of or more vocabulary focus or money focus phrases and structures, verbs, and the phrases about money. So tell a story from pictures. Also, one of the most important objectives in Unit 14, use pictures to write a story. Use pictures to write a story. Okay? So for language life, dealing with money, and essay expressing your opinion, how we deal with money. Okay? So before we start, Yajud, let me ask you, is money important for you?
What?
Is money important for you?
Yes.
Okay, so if you think about a new job, what's number one for you? The salary or the other benefits of your job?
Maybe the salary.
Salary, okay. But money, yes, money is not only important for you, for everyone. Money is your safety, your security, your lifestyle, right? When you have enough money means you are enjoying your life. Okay? So now let's focus on money facts. Look at the words in the box and answer the questions. Can you read, please, Yajud, the words in the box? Coins, Huh?
Coins,
Coins,
banknotes,
banknotes, yeah.
um,
Change.
change, credit card,
Mhm.
receipt,
Receipt.
uh,
P silent. Receipt.
receipts, bill,
Bill.
cash points,
Cash point.
um,
Foreign currency.
foreign currency,
Yeah.
exchange rates,
Yes.
um,
Purse.
purse, wallet.
Wallet. What about the meaning? Do you know the meaning of these words?
Mm,
Huh? Banknotes. Banknotes means paper money. الفلوس الورقية banknotes. الكوينز المعروفة الكوينز اللي هي الميتال ماني as you see in the picture metal money like 1
mhm.
ريال 2 ريال half ريال and so on. Banknote like 5 ريالز 10 ريالز 100 ريالز 200 ريالز 500 ريال and so on. Banknotes عملات ورقية. طيب change. change. ها؟
اللي اسمها فكة.
ايوه بالضبط المتبقي يعني او when you for example when you go to a restaurant and you have 5 ريال or 2 ريالز change you can say keep the change خلي البيع عشانك مثلا keep the change right. طيب credit card. okay credit card your credit card. Yeah, instead of carrying cash in your wallet you can use your credit card. okay. طيب receipt.
Okay.
receipt.
Receipt.
yes.
Um,
receipt give me receipt. receipt اللي هو الفاتورة يعني أو الحساب. okay receipt. if you go shopping for any stuff you should keep your receipt for refund for change anything. طيب bill. bill.
الحساب.
bill الحساب.
Mhm.
but how this one.
أو يعني الدفع شيء زي كذا.
yes your receipt when you are in a restaurant give me the receipt or give me the bill. if you are in a restaurant
Yes.
give me the receipt or give me the bill. the bill please. الحساب يعني. okay the bill. okay bill. bill he request for payment of money owned. give me the bill please. like what? electricity bill, gas bill, phone bill, like this. okay. what about receipt?
Mhm.
what about receipt?
Um,
a piece of paper which proves that money, goods, information have been received. receipt. okay clear.
Here.
so this is the difference. receipt this is a piece of paper but bill maybe this request to pay. give me the bill please. طيب cash point. cash point اللي بنسميها الكاش ماشين اللي هي الصرافة الاي تي ام where you cash your money. cash point. is there a cash point near your house? Jude are you following?
Yes.
is there a cash point near your house?
Yes.
exactly. so in the shopping malls you can find a lot of cash points inside the mall. طيب
Right.
foreign currency. foreign currency. if you want to change real to dollars, American dollar, for example, real to Egyptian pound, ريال to ريال قطر ريال for example. Okay, the اللي بنسميها العملة الصعبة. يعني change your money to another currency. If you go abroad, travel abroad, you need foreign currency with you. Okay?
Right.
طيب exchange rate. exchange rate اللي احنا بنسميه سعر الصرف. exchange rate. exchange rate سعر الصرف. What does it mean? For example, $1 is equivalent to around 4 riyals. Okay? 1 UK pound is equivalent to around 5 riyals. Like this. يعني سعر الصرف. يعني هعطيك نفترض 1 ريال أو 100 ريال هتعطيني كام جنيه استرليني مثلا. And so on. This we call it exchange rate. سعر الصرف. طيب purse and wallet. What can you see in this picture, Yajud? Is it purse or wallet?
Purse.
Purse, I think maybe,
It's wallet,
I think wallet, this wallet, right? So wallet for men, purse for women, purse for women, where you keep your money or valuable stuff, purse. Okay? Type, which of these things do you usually find in a handbag? Usually find in your handbag. Which one?
Coins or
Coins,
credit card.
banknotes, I think. You know, what else? Huh? Complete, please.
Credit card.
Okay. Your credit card, huh? Maybe foreign currency. Okay. Maybe your purse, maybe your wallet, handbag, right? Handbag, where you keep all your valuable stuff. In the street, what can you find in the street?
The street, maybe the bell.
No, the street. The street, you can find cash point.
Okay.
Cash point, right? And sometimes you can find the banknotes or some coins in the street. Some people lose their money. Okay, maybe sometimes. Find in a bank. In a bank, what can you find in a bank? Yes.
Checkpoint, a cash point.
Cash point, exchange rate. You can also find foreign currency. You can find the credit card. You can find banknotes. You can find the coins. Right? This is in the bank. In a shop. Huh? What can you find in a shop?
Shop?
Yes. In a shop. Huh?
Maybe wallet? No.
No. Huh? Receipt. Receipt. Banknotes, coins, change. Right? Okay.
Okay.
What can you find what can you get in a cafe?
The change.
The change, yes.
Receipts.
The bill. The bill. Okay. Right? Need when you travel abroad. What you need when you travel abroad?
Exchange rate.
Exchange rate and also foreign currency. Okay, only foreign currency العملات الأجنبية اللي تاخديها معك وانت مسافرة. Need to use your Saudi riyal. No, you need foreign currency. If you are, for example, traveling to Turkey, so you need Turkish lira and so on. Okay? Right. Now, Yajud, we have some fact here. Money facts. Money facts معلومات أو حقائق عن المونey. What should you do? Use these numbers in the box. Use them to complete the statements from 1 to 9. Okay? Ready?
Okay.
So read them quickly before you listen. 1, 1.33, 10, blah, blah, blah. Listen and check your answers with which facts do you find most surprising for you. So let's listen and complete the statements.
Unit 14, Recording 1.
Listening?
1.
Yes.
Okay.
Over 30 countries use the dollar as their currency, including the USA, Canada, New Zealand, Australia, Ecuador, and Singapore. 2.
The euro was first used on the 1st of January 2002. Over 332 million people in over 20 countries now use the euro as their currency.
3. At the beginning of 2002, the euro-dollar exchange rate was €1 equals 88 cents. At the beginning of 2012, it was €1 equals $1.33. 4.
The first cash point machine was used in 1967 in the UK. By 2019, it is expected that we will get approximately 90% of our money from cash points.
5. In 2010, in the UK, women carried an average of £28 cash in their purse or wallet. 6.
In 2010, 8 million credit cards were owned by people in the USA. 14% of Americans own more than 10 credit cards.
7. On average, coins stay in use for approximately 30 years, whereas banknotes last about 1 year. 8.
The smallest banknote in the world was made in Romania in 1917. It was a 10 Barney note and measured 2.75 by 3.8 centimeters.
9. In 2011, there were over 1,200 dollar billionaires in the world. 4 of the top 10 richest people in 2011 were from the USA. The rest were from Mexico, Brazil, France, Spain, the UK, and India.
Okay. Listen again.
Yes.
Did you finish? Did you finish or you want to listen again?
There is still one.
Okay, listen again.
Unit 14, Recording 1. 1. Over 30 countries use the dollar as their currency, including the USA, Canada, New Zealand, Australia, Ecuador, and Singapore. 2.
The euro was first used on the 1st of January 2002. Over 332 million people in over 20 countries now use the euro as their currency.
3. At the beginning of 2002, the euro-dollar exchange rate was €1 equals 88 cents. At the beginning of 2012, It was €1 equals $1.33.
4.
The first cash point machine was used in 1967 in the UK. By 2019, it is expected that we will get approximately 90% of our money from cash points.
5.
In 2010, in the UK, women carried an average of £28 cash in their purse or wallet.
6.
In 2010, 8 million credit cards were owned by people in the USA. 14% of Americans own more than 10 credit cards.
7.
On average, coins stay in use for approximately 30 years, whereas banknotes last about 1 year.
8.
The smallest banknote in the world was made in Romania in 1917. It was a 10 Bani note and measured 2.75 by 3.8 centimeters.
9.
In 2011, there were over 1,200 dollar billionaires in the world. 4 of the top 10 richest people in 2011 were from the USA. The rest were from Mexico, Brazil, France, Spain, the UK, and India.
Okay. طيب number 1 يا جود.
Number 1, 30.
Yes, 30 countries.
Mhm.
That's right. Number 2.
Over
Mhm.
over one, no,
300.
yes, 332.
Yes, 332 million people. Okay, so here 332 million people. Right. Next, number 3.
Number 3, 1.33.
Yes, $1.33. طيب 4.
More, it's
90%.
90.
Okay.
Yes.
طيب 5.
5, it's
28.
68.
28 cash. 28 cash in their purse or wallet. طيب number 6.
Number 6, in 2010, maybe
8 million.
8 million.
Yes, 8 million. طيب 7.
7,
Mhm.
last about 1 year.
1 year. Yes. 8.
10 bunny.
10 bunny. Yes. Last one.
Last one, 300. No,
No.
1.
Yes. $1,200 billionaires. Okay. So here, ya Jude, as you see, money facts. These facts about money. So how many countries use dollar as their currency? 30 countries. Okay. And now here's some, which is more surprising for you, or the most surprising for you? Mhm.
One, that over 30 countries use dollar.
The first one. This is the most surprising fact for you. طيب,
Yes.
which one you already know, Yajud? Did you know any of them already?
Yes, number 3.
Number 3, yeah. This one, exchange rate of euro-dollar exchange, one euro, 88 cents. But in the beginning of 2012, it was 1 pound, here 1 euro, $1, 33. Yeah, right. So here, after completing all the key words and the phrases of money, let's start with the past perfect. Past perfect. Please go to page 167, I think. No. 165 or 164. Past perfect. What is the format, Yajud, of past perfect? Had plus verb 3. Had plus verb 3. In the present perfect, as you know, we use has or have plus verb 3, or have been or has been plus ing if you are structuring present perfect continuous. So for the past perfect, use had plus verb 3, or you can use the short form apostrophe D plus verb 3. verb 3 I mean past participle التصريف الثالث للفعل. Okay? For the positive, just write he, you, she, it, we, they, all the pronouns singular or plural use had. Or you can use apostrophe D, as you see. Finished. For negative, just write hadn't or had not plus verb 3. Now, to make the question, Yajud, just start with had, yes or no question. For example, had she finished her homework? Okay, this is the format. How we use it in the present, how we use it in the positive, negative, and the question forms. What about the functions? Why we need past perfect, Yajud? ايه لازمته الباست perfect؟ ركزي معايا. Why we need past perfect? In unit 13, we learned how to use present perfect. Now, in this unit, we need to be more familiar how to use the past perfect. Why? If you have two actions in the past, the first one okay, should be in the past perfect. For example, can you give me two activities you did yesterday, Yajud?
Yesterday?
Yes, two activities.
I had finished my lesson.
You studied English, okay? You studied English. This is number one. For example, study English, right?
Yes.
Right. The other activity. Go out, for example, visit your friends, go shopping, go to the park, have lunch, have dinner, have breakfast. Any activity, أي حاجة عملتيها.
Go to the park.
Go park. Okay, go to the park. تمام كده? You did the two activities yesterday. Which is number one for you? Which you did first?
Study English.
Studying. This is number one for you, and this is number two for you. So the action, the first action should be past perfect. ده اللي لازم يكون في past perfect. يعني أقول I had studied English before I went to the park. Again, I had studied my English lesson before I went to the park. أو ممكن تقولي I went to the park after I had studied my English lesson yesterday. Okay? So far, so good?
Okay.
So again,
Yes.
the first function of past perfect, we use it to describe an action happened before another one in the past. لما يكون عندي حدثين، اللي حصل الأول أخليه في الباست بيرفكت، والحدث اللي بعده رقم 2 يكون في الباست سيمبل، ويكون ماضي بسيط. زي اهو شايف الاكزامبل تايم لاين، بيقول لي هنا past now. Well, he had been to the bank and he was on his way home. يبقى had been to the bank، هذا راح البنك هو الأول. on his way home، وهو رايح البيت. يبقى أول حاجة عملها had been to the bank، وبعدين went home. أوكي؟ والحدثين خلصوا في الماضي. شايف إحنا الآن هم ما فيش شيء. now يبقى ال went home و going to the bank الاثنين finished in the past. This is the number one يا جود. This is the first function of past perfect. طيب number two، خلي بالك يا جود. Number two, we often use the past perfect with because to explain a past. We use past perfect after because. دايما بعد كلمة because يا جود يكون معايا past perfect. زي مثلا أقول باتريك felt ill. خلي لحظة هنا past perfect أو past simple. باتريك واحد اسمه باتريك felt ill، حس بالتعب. إمتى؟ ليه؟ Because he had eaten so much، لأنه أكل كتير. had eaten so much يبقى this is number one، ده اللي حصل الأول. بعدين felt ill number two. ليه يا جود؟
Here.
يبقى after because we use past perfect. طيب number three. To show that two actions happened at the same time we use past simple with when. ركزي هنا جدا يا جود. لكن if you have two actions، خلي بالك لو عندي two actions حدثين وقعوا في الماضي at the same time في نفس الوقت، in this way use past simple، مانيش محتاج اخذ past perfect. use when. For example, I woke up when the telephone rang. ركز هنا I woke up when the telephone rang. أنا صحيت لما التليفون رن. الاثنين مع بعض. يبقى في الحالة دي no need to use past perfect. طيب another one. If the sequence of events is clear from the context, it is not always necessary to use the past perfect. يعني ايه الكلام ده؟ لو ترتيب ال sequence of events is clear، ترتيب تسلسل الأحداث واضح من السياق، في الحالة دي no need to use past perfect. إزاي؟ أقول a robber appeared and pointed gun at him. a robber appeared راجل بلطجي أو حرامي. appeared ظهر فجأة and pointed a gun at him. وجه عليه المسدس. يعني الحاجتين حدثوا في نفس الوقت. يبقى robber appeared and pointed gun at him. Okay, Jude? So far, so good?
Yes.
How to use past perfect? يبقى again, let me recap.
Yes.
We use past perfect, number one, to express an action happened before another one in the past. Number two, be after because. دايما بنستخدم past perfect. طيب, complete, let's practice يا جود. Complete the sentence with the past perfect form of the verbs. كل الأفعال اللي في البوكس دي هنستخدمها في الباست perfect. ممكن يكون positive أو negative أو question. Forget, not eat, go, do, try, leave, not phone, have, travel, spend. Number one, the children were hungry because they all morning.
They haven't
They
ate.
they haven't or they hadn't.
They hadn't
But they hadn't what? They had not
ate.
eaten. ما كلوش الولاد طول النهار، ما كلوش طول الصباح، ما كلوش. That's why they were hungry. يبقى the children were hungry because they hadn't eaten. اللي هي دي خلصنا ده number 1. طيب number 2.
We couldn't get into the
Theater.
theater because
The tickets at home. The tickets at home.
Lisa
had
forgotten.
excellent. Forgotten the tickets at home. Number 3.
She felt better after she had a rest.
Had what? Had arrest. had arrest. الله، هتقول لي ازاي had؟ اقول لك ما احنا اتفقنا ان had دي موجوده في القاعده، بعد had الفيرب 3. طب الفيرب 3 من had، لذلك كتبنا had. but she felt better after she had arrest. clear يا جود؟
Here,
طيب number 4.
I dined into hospital the day before I arrived. Dine had gone.
had gone. Yes. gone into hospital. Yes. أو ولا had left. had gone. ماشي. had gone. طيب next.
Abby was very worried because her son was her son
hadn't what? phoned. ابنها ما اتصلش، عشان كده قلقانة. because her son hadn't phoned. طيب number 6.
we were tired because
we a long way.
we had traveled.
We were tired because we a long way. had traveled. سافرنا كتير. طيب next. I felt embarrassed because I her name. خلي بالك يا جود، number 1 ممكن نقول had left. وهنا نقول had forgotten her name. يعني ممكن number 1 sorry number 2 had left. سابت التذاكر في البيت. هنا ممكن